When Vanessa Goosen was arrested in Thailand, her life was promising. She owned a clothing business and had a thriving modeling career. It was obvious she was going places. After spending just over 16 years behind bars, she came back home to rebuild not only her own life, but those of others. It was the 27th of April 1994 when Vanessa was sentenced to life in prison. Ironically, back home, this was a day that brought freedom to millions of South Africans. She had gone from being a beauty queen and a thriving entrepreneur to a jailbird.
It was a complete culture shock. Everything is done on the floor. The prison was overcrowded, the language barrier, and just me dealing with my emotional state. It was quite hectic.
As Vanessa began acclimatizing to the harsh prison life, her daughter Felicia was born.
They took me out, took me to this hospital. When I came there, everybody moved away because I was wearing a prison uniform. And don't ask me how I felt, because I really felt like I have some kind of disease. You know, I really felt like a prisoner. You know, they don't give you pillows. So I had to lay flat on my back, and I was struggling. I was weak because I haven't eaten.
Her bundle of joy gave her renewed hope that one day she would reunite with her family back in South Africa. But the happiness was short-lived. A new law was introduced in Thailand stipulating that children are only allowed to stay in prison until the age of 1. After that, they are taken to a local orphanage. Vanessa needed to make a quick plan. With the unexpected help of a friend from South Africa, 3-year-old Felicia was flown back home. In prison, Vanessa sank into a deep depression, longing for her baby girl and her family back home. This footage was taken while Vanessa was behind bars, fighting for her freedom.
It's very painful because we only have 2 ways to get out of this country, and one is to a prisoner transfer treaty, and the other one is to a well-king's pardon application.
"16 long years behind bars, every day hoping and praying for a royal pardon." Finally, in 2010, Vanessa Goosen was one of the lucky prisoners who was granted amnesty by the Thai king. A daughter finally reuniting with her mother for the first time in years.
I knew it would come one day because I had hope. But when it eventually happened, it's just, I can't believe it.
Vanessa was also experiencing a democratic South Africa for the first time since she left for Thailand in April 1994. She also had to catch up with the rest of the country.
It was very difficult when I had to start learning how to use a cell phone. I mean, I see this little small thing, and I was used to, you know, picking up a receiver, having those landlines.
Stayed on drugs for a good couple of years.
3 years of freedom and now more settled, the former model felt it was time to contribute towards rebuilding South Africa. Even though Vanessa was never a drug user herself, she decided to start a campaign to educate South Africans about the dangers of narcotics. Today, she travels far and wide, using every platform possible to tell her story, ensuring nobody else has to go through what she went through. Vanessa also launched her biography a few weeks ago with the help of a top South African journalist.
We had a great moment at Hyde Park when we launched the book. When someone came up to Vanessa, a young woman, she leaned over to her and she whispered in her ear, "I was about to do this, and your book stopped me." And at that point we thought to ourselves, well, if she was the only person we wrote the book for, then it was actually worth it. But we're hoping that this book is going to serve as a warning to many young people who might want to do it either out of desperation or bravado.
There you have it. Remember, we always love to hear from you. Against all odds at enca.com. You can also be in touch with us on Twitter and Facebook. Well, that's it for this week. Join us again next time as we explore the lives of those who dare to dream, the people who make South Africa a country of possibilities. My name is Mphola Gaje. Cheers.
News that moves. enca.com.